Hello everybody, this is Fuzzfinger and welcome back to our Let's Play of Final Fantasy VII. So if you leave the buggy and enter Nibelheim, which is Cloud's hometown, we saw it earlier in the flashbacks, if you remember, I hope you do. This is our next destination and our next story destination as well. Before you enter, you might want to make sure you have some of your strongest characters in your party, since we have a tough boss fight coming up. And earlier on when we saw the flashback to this area, the whole place burnt down. But now that we've got here, it all seems perfectly okay. So what is going on? Well, something strange, no doubt. And Cloud's certainly confused. So we can go looking around the town for clues. And you can speak to some of the townsfolk to see what they have to say for themselves. Yes, 5 years ago this town burnt down. What is going on, mister? Interesting. And who's this mysterious figure in a black cape? Well, we don't get much information out of him, but we do get a look source. Of course, sources increase the stats of one character permanently, so they're a definite good thing to have. Yes sir, I was born and raised here, and this town burnt down. Cloud, I hope you're not lying, mate. And another black figure. And an elixir. Well, he's got something to do with Sephiroth, which is no surprise really, is it? This is Cloud's old house. Nothing else to see here, so let's move on. You can go into Tifa's house if you want to, but at the moment there's not much to do there, so I'm not going to bother, although later on it is a good idea to go back. A couple more black caped figures. Apparently Sephiroth is in the mansion, so let's go in here. And we do get random encounters now. So basically, there's a couple of things to do in this mansion. This here that we are reading is a clue to how to access a safe which is in here. Now, opening the safe is a good thing to do, which is over here incidentally. We'll go and do it because it gives you numerous rewards. First of all, what's this? An enemy launcher, good weapon for Barrett, I think. First of all, we're going to lose his double materia growth. Not to worry. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, first of all, it's going to give us the first step to accessing another character, a secret character. So yeah, we definitely want to do that. And this is an enemy skill which is being cast on Cloud. They don't cast it all that often, so we was quite lucky then. They're immune to water damage. Either that or they're immune to magic damage. They're not immune to getting smashed in the face though, which is a nice bonus, I guess. Anyway, this enemy skill, the 4 question mark skill, does damage based on the difference between the caster's maximum hit points and their current hit points. So situational for sure, but it could prove useful. And what in the world? Oh, I see. Okay, stop wasting time. He's currently immune to all attack spells now. Physical attack. Presumably magic will now damage it. I guess it depends on which way the scale is pointing. Just check out which materia that was. It was this one. All materias are good materias to master because not only do you spawn another materia to replace it, but you can sell the mastered one then for 1.4 million gil. So probably one of the best ways in the game to make money, especially if you're going to do chocobo breeding, which we will be doing later on. And that happens to be very expensive. So this safe is purely optional, although you do get a tough boss once you opened it, so I am just going to heal up, even though we're pretty much on full health. There we go. Now, the combination for the safe is 36, 10, 59, 97. But do not go past any of the numbers as you're entering the combination, or it will not work. And that can be tricky because it is quite sensitive. So let's find out if we can do it. So 36. Oh, bugger, we've missed it. Let's try that again. Like I said, if you're using a controller especially, it can be quite sensitive. Oh, I don't believe it. I might have to use the keyboard on this. Right, 36. Don't go past this time, please. Now go all the way up to 59. And 97, finally. Ah! Okay, at least we've got the gist of it. You can also go around finding the clues if you wanted to find the combination out for yourself. Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, right, let's know the combination off by heart now. 36, 10, 59, 97. So why does he go to 40? Don't ask me. I think you get unlimited tries. And I don't think you get penalised at all for not getting it on the first go. And let's not go past 97 this time. There we go. That's more like it. So here comes a nice tough boss called Lost Number. Possibly the toughest boss we've fought so far. So the first thing we're going to do is cast the big guard spell. And he has some pretty nasty magic attacks and pretty nasty physical attacks, as you can see. However, at some point during the fight, you can see he's currently split as half red monster and half purple. He's going to go either fully purple or fully red. Either side is potentially nasty. If he goes fully red, he will cast some horrible magical spells and become virtually immune to magical damage. And on the other hand, if he goes fully purple, then he will become virtually immune to physical attacks and do some nasty physical attacks to you. So now I'm casting 5-3, we need to be casting Aqualung, I believe. He has 7,500 hit points, and seeing as how he is resistant to a lot of your attacks, that's going to take a bit of effort to get him down. That wasn't very nice. I'm just going to use Yuffie to cast normal attacks for the time being. Now I'm just going to keep attacking him, and hopefully he'll go on the... I was going to say on the red side, he's going on the purple side. Which isn't particularly brilliant, since he will now do some evil physical attacks, as you can see. And we now need to start casting magic. but not until we've healed up our characters. So don't think you'll get the easy version if you go for if you manage to get the red side, because the magic hurts as well, quite frankly. Let's go Ramu. We've got the limit break, but I don't think it's really going to help us much. Although with big guard up, you pretty much half all damage taken. I'm not sure how much damage the Thunder King is going to do to this guy. Probably not much. Summons seem to be a bit capped, to be honest, unless you have a high magic skill. I mean a high magic stat. But it did the job with 600 points of damage. We got that mofo down. And you get 2,000 experience points. And the Cosmo Memory, which is an interesting item. This is the level 4 limit break for Red 13. So if you use Red 13 a lot, you'll certainly like that. We also get the key to the basement, which is the item we need to access our hidden party member. And this materia over here is the Odin Summon materia, which has the potential to one-shot your entire enemies, or your enemies. So even though that save is completely optional, as I mentioned, you don't need to do it to advance the story. It does give you some pretty good swag. We'll grab the magics of this chest. Yeah, a magic source. Let's use them, shall we? Pointless them sitting in our inventory. We've got the luck source and the magic source. I'll give them both to Cloud. And we can access the basement which we visited earlier, where Sephiroth was in our flashback. Oh, that's not very nice. Oh, what's going on? Oh, right, he's dead. Sort of. This enemy seems to have some of the most complex animations I've actually seen from any mob in this game, which was interesting, seeing as how he was a nobody. Oh, I don't know if I can bother to kill another one, to be honest with you. Let's just see if we can run away. That's better. And ooh, another battle. And we'll just use standard attacks, I think. We're no longer one-shotting things, which is a sign that things are perhaps getting a little bit tougher now. Although when you get crap attacks like that, it sort of reverses that idea, doesn't it? 41 points of damage on Cloud, and he's got over 2,000 health. It's a complete joke, really. This game has never been particularly challenging. Anyway, we can use our newly found basement key to come into this room. You can't access it unless you open that previous safe. And here, inside, there is this vampire-like person. Yep, let's talk about Sephiroth. So now we've just told this character the entire story, as you do. And before we go anywhere, we need to disturb this young man once again. And we are introduced to him as Vincent. Pretty awesome character, in my opinion. So now we've been told about the young lady who presumably was the carrier for the experiment later known as Sephiroth. You can't open his coffin again, so don't bother trying. For now, you can just move over into the final part of the basement. For the bit of essential story. And here he is, it's Sephiroth himself, face to face. Okay, so Sephiroth has now departed after that brief introduction. Make sure you pick up the destruct materia, which he randomly throws at us for no apparent reason. I'll give it to Barret, I can't actually remember what it does. Okay, it removes barrier, spell barrier, and can also cast death. I don't think there's anything to see over here. No, just a bit of information you might want to read. Anyway, on your way out from the basement, Vincent should stop you, in theory. So long as you spoke to him previously. And we get an achievement for that, seeing as how we're playing the 2012 version of the game. And I'm not going to swap Barret out just yet, seeing as how I don't want to lose the materia that he's got. But we can do that from the world map in just a moment. Incidentally, if you're wondering why I'm playing with Yuffie in my party, it's basically because there is a section of story coming up that involves her, and she needs to be fairly levelled in order to have a chance at completing it, really. And that's the reason why. And this is Odin with the steel-bladed sword. Odin is an awesome Final Fantasy character. With his six-legged horse. And look at that, we get to one-shot everything. That's how cool Odin is. and you still get experience for doing so. The only problem is we no longer have the mana or the magic points to cast Odin again. And I don't particularly want to waste an ether at this point. And we still get one more battle. Typical. Let's see what Aqualung does to these guys. It's still a really useful spell even at this stage. So hopefully you picked that enemy skill up when I told you to collect it. A couple of levels there, nice. And I am just going to have a kip in the inn. Get everyone's levels back up. In fact, before I do that, I don't know why I've come out to do this. Oh yeah, I need to go to the world map. At this particular stage, I'm going to pull Barrett out. And bring Vincent into the fray. Since, like I mentioned, he is totally awesome. And I like Barrett as well, don't get me wrong, but... Right, let's give Vincent... How about we give him the time materia? We still need to learn slow, so that's probably not a bad thing to do, to be honest. And HP plus. Meh, give him some MP plus as well, level Emma. Yeah, I'll give him the heal materia, since as soon as a useful spell to learn. And now we can head back to the inn. We don't want to hear your story again, but we do want a room. I think we can just about afford 100 gil. And we are now fully rested and prepared for our next destination within the mountains of Nibel, which we will do in the next episode. So we've managed to progress by collecting Vincent, our second to last character. We've also collected some new materia, including the awesome Odin materia. And just to confirm, you should have the Cosmo memory, which you can give to Red 13. I believe he needs his level 3 limit breaks before you do so though, so if you haven't been using him like I haven't, you might not be able to do that just yet. But anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for joining me. I've been Fuzzfinger. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please rate the video up if you have. And I will see you next time. Bye for now. Bum 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 bum.